Hey guys, in this video we are gonna discuss the solution of chord forces round 650. So let's start with problem C. So in problem C, we are given a string consisting of zeros and ones. For example, 1 0 0 0 1 like this, and we are also given an integer k. And here in the string 1 denotes that this table is occupied and 0 denotes that this table is empty. Now there is a rule of this restaurant that the distance between any two occupied position should be at least k. For example, if k was 2, so here the distance is 3 and here the distance is 2. So this is a valid sitting. Now in this problem we have to occupy maximum number of position so that the sitting is valid. For example, if in this problem k was 1, if k was just 1, we can occupy this position here and we can make this 1, and we can see that this sitting is also valid. So our answer in this problem will be 1. Now how to solve this problem? So to solve this problem, first we will store the indices of all the ones initially given in our string. For example, here the index will be 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 7 8. So our index array will look like 1 5 and 8. Now what we will do is that between any two indices I will just use brute force method. So here the indices are 1 and 5, so we will have something like 1 0 0 0 and 1. Now let's say k equals to 1. So what I will do is I will just fill the k plus 1th position from this index. Let's say this is L, so I will fill L plus k plus 1th position if the distance between this position and the next position of 1 is at least k. So here the L plus k plus 1th position will be this, and distance between this position and this position is 1. So we can fill this position. Now I will just do like this for all the pairs of indices. And now there is one thing that we have to handle corner cases. So if the string is just empty consisting of only zeros, so what I will do here is I will just fill this with 1, and then I will see the k plus 1th position and I will fill it with 1, and I will fill it with 1 until I reach the end of the string. And here also if we can fill many positions, then we will just fill those positions. For example, I will fill this position and then I will fill this position. So from here our answer is incremented by 2. So this is the solution for problem C, guys. Now let's discuss the solution of problem D. So in problem D, we are given a string consisting of lowercase English letters. Let's see the last example here. So we are given E C O O S and D C E F R. Now we are also given an array B. Here let's say we are given the length of the array B is M, and the array B is like this 24, 14, 11, 5, 3, 24, 17 and 0. So here bi denotes the sum of all I minus j for all j where t of j is greater than t of I. So we have to find some string t of length m such that we can make array B from that string. So how can we solve this problem? So the first observation that we can see here is that where there is a 0 in the array B, here comes largest possible alphabet, because there is nothing greater than this letter, so the summation of this thing will be 0 for the largest possible letter. So what we'll do is that we will just, so in this example, first of all let's make a frequency array for the letters. So we have C equals to 2 times and D equals to 1 time, E equals to 2 times and F equals to 1 time and O equals to 2 times and R equals to 1 time and S equals to 1 time. Now what we will do is where there is a 0, we will just see the largest possible alphabet that we can store. So we will store here S, and now we will change this array B. Now how we will change this array? We will subtract the distance of this index and this index from this position. So our array B will look like, here we will have 0 and from here we will have 16 and here we will have 24 minus 2 equals to 22 and here we will have 3 minus 3 equals to 0 and here we will have 5 minus 4 equals to 1 and here we will have 11 minus 5 and something like this. So we will just find this new array B and let's mark it visited. Now I will just count the number of zeros in my new array B and fill it with some alphabet which whose count is greater than or equal to the number of zeros here. So let's say in our array B we have 2 zeros. Now what I will do is I will just see from the largest to the lowest alphabet if the count of the letter is greater than or equal to the number of zeros we have found. So here I had number of zeros equal to 2, so I will see that R has count of R is 1 and this is less than 2, and here I will see that count of O is 2 and the number of zeros are also 2, so I will fill these positions with O and here I had S. Now what I will do is that I will find new array B and I will subtract the distance of each 0 index from every index. For example, let's say here we have T and here we have some elements, let's say 5 and 4. Now here will come t minus 1 and also 1 2 3 4 and 5 minus 5. So I will just subtract all the indexes from this index which contains 0. So if I had 3 zeros, let's say one more 0, so I will subtract here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 also, and I will calculate the new array B, and I will do the same process. I'll count the number of zeros and see if there is a letter which is smaller than this letter which has number of count greater than or equal to the count of zeros in the new array. So this is the solution for problem D, guys. Now let's discuss solution of problem E. So in problem E, we are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters, and we are also given N and K. So we are given N, K and string S, and what we had to do in the problem was, now in the problem there is something called K beautiful necklace. K beautiful necklace. So what is a K beautiful necklace? So the K beautiful necklace is that if we rotate our necklace K times in the clockwise direction, we'll again obtain a necklace like the original one. For example, if our necklace was like this, let's say here P, here A, here B, and here also B and A, and let's say K equals to 2. So if I rotate this necklace 2 times, I will have, like if I rotate it 1 time, I will have B here and A here, B here, A here, B here and A here. And if I again rotate it 1 more time, I will have here A, B here, A here, and B, A and B. So I can see that these 2 necklaces are equal. So this is a 2 beautiful necklace. Now we are given N and K and the string S consisting of these lowercase English letters with which we have to make our necklace. And in this problem we have to find maximum length such that we can make our necklace K beautiful. So how can we solve this problem? So what we will do is, we will just try all the possible lengths. So we will try all the possible lengths from 1 to N, and for each length we will check if we can make this necklace K beautiful. So for example, if we, let's see an example here. So if we have 6 3 and we have ABC and BAC. Now first what I'll do is, I will make a frequency array for each letter. So I will have here A equals to, B equals to, and C equals to 2. Now I will check length equals to N first, and like this I will check length equals to 1. So I'll start from N and go towards 1, and if at any time I see that I can make K beautiful necklace, I'll just print my answer. So here I have A equals to, B equals to 2 and C equals to 2. So I will check for length equals to 6 here. Now how can I check? So I have an array of solutions. So this is an index 1, this is index 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now what I'll do is I'll start from the first index and mark it visited. So I'll mark it visited, let's say I mark it 1, and then I will go to k plus this index. So I'll go to 1 plus, let's say k is equals to 3. So I will go to 4 and I will mark this 1, and then I will add 3 to 4, it is equal to 7. Actually let's take indices starting from 0. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now what I'll do is I will just mark this position as visited, and I'll go to position plus k. So here I will go to 3 because 0 plus k equals to 3. So I'll mark it 1, and then I will go to 3 plus 3 equal to 6. And when I see that this is greater than my length, what I'll do is I will take remainder of this length. So I will take remainder which is equals to 0, and when I go to 0 I see that this is already visited. So in this one iteration we can see that these two are related. So these two are related. So we will just take a set consisting of, not set, we will just take a vector consisting of all the sizes of a particular connected indexes. So here the size is 2, so we will push back 2 here. Now I'll go to 1 and I'll mark it 1, and I'll go to 1 plus 3, that is 4, and I will mark it 1. Then I'll go to 4 plus 3, that is 7, and 7% 6 equals to 1, and I will see that 1 is already visited. So I will break my loop, and I'll see that the size of this is also 2. So I will store again 2, and then I'll go to the next index and see that the size again comes 2. So I have my size vector like this. So I have size vector equals to 2, 2 and 2. Now what I will do is I will see my frequency array. My frequency array was like this, and I'll sort it in decreasing order so that at the first index I have maximum. And now I will see that this size is if less than equal to this count. Now then I will move to the next one, and then I will see that this size is less than equal to this, and then I will move to next one. Now let's see another example. Let's say we have found our size array like this, and we have frequency array like this. So what we will do here is that I see that I can take 2a here. So I'll make it 2, and again I will take 2 from only this character, and then I will move to the next character. So this is another example. Now I hope that you understand this size array clearly, because this is the main thing. If I can find my size array, then I'll just have to check that if I can take the number of character for the size array, and if I can just fill all these size array with all these characters, then my answer is true for this length. I will just print this length. So this is the solution for problem E. Now let's discuss problem A. So in problem A, we are given a string A and we are given a string B, which consists of all the substring of length 2 combined together. So for example, if A is like this, A, B, A, C, so our string B will be like, I take this 2 length substring, then I take this 2 length substring, and then I take this 2 length substring. So here, now we are given this string and we have to find A from this string. So we can see that the first 2 characters in both these strings are equal. So in our solution, the first 2 characters will be just first 2 characters of B, and then what we will do is, what we see that this character is repeated again. So we will take alternately the next character from this character. So we will take this character, then we will take this character, then we will take, let's say here are the characters. So these are our solution for problem A. We will just take odd even index character starting from 4th. So this is pretty easy. Now let's see problem B. So problem B is that we are given an array A, and what we have to do is, so we are given an array A where, and there is a property that the array A has to hold. So the property is that I mod 2 should be equal to AI mod 2. So this property has to be held. Now we have to make some moves, and in one move we can swap any 2 elements of this array, and finally we have to make this array so that this property is held. And if this is not possible, we have to print -1. So how we will do this problem? So we will have 2 variables here, odd and even, which are initially equals to 0, and now the odd denotes that the index is even, but the element stored here is odd. So it will count this type of elements, and even will count that index is odd and but the element stored is even. So finally we will have some odd and even. Now if these are equal, then we can swap each odd with each even. So our answer will be just odd or even because they are equal. And if these are not equal, if odd is not equal to even, then no matter what we do, we can't just make our array to hold this property. So our answer here will be -1. So answer will be -1. Here the answer will be the number of odd or number of even. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you like this video. Thank you.